Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, on behalf of your Denver-based podcast crew, we appreciate you joining us for the Friendly Vibes.
Coming to you live from what is barely 3 brain cells sitting together in a room. This is Top Shelf Studios Hilltop. That's Nick Hahn. And to my left is the radio machine, Mark Springer. You probably heard him on the ones and twos over the years. That's not him. That's a musician and composer. But we're getting closer. ChatGPT's trying its best. Gentlemen, thank you for being here today. We're coming off a day of eating pulled pork sandwiches and hanging out and celebrating America's liberties.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having us. Look at this guy. He's all, are you alive, man?
Yeah. We had a lot of hard Mountain Dews last night. Oh, God.
Mountain Dew Live Wire. You ever had that shit?
I was, at the end of the night, I was real seriously considering breaking my sobriety for a taste of the Mountain Dew.
Well, they were gross.
But I didn't. Made it through. I really wanted a beer yesterday. It was so hot and free. I felt so free. I was like, damn, this needs a beer. But I didn't. Made it through. It's just fine.
You didn't have a beer last night?
No, dude. No beers.
Why not?
I've been just getting off alcohol. So
okay, I respect and appreciate that. I'm drinking more alcohol than ever recently.
That's the way to have a good time.
Yeah.
Not what I'm doing.
And to suppress your feelings, you know, to block out your feelings. It's really great.
Yeah, I had to feel them at the end of the night last night. Oh, do not recommend that.
Nah. Was it your anniversary or some shit? Dude, come on. You're supposed to block it out.
Where'd you guys head after here? You went to Lion's Lair?
No, Scruffy Murphy's
that's right.
Downtown. It was a fucking frat party. That's what downtown Denver feels like
Is it
on
now?
a holiday. It's gross. It's less trashy than New Year's, but, I mean, still gross, right?
Yeah, everyone's younger. Fortunately, I look young, so I got that going for me. But it was a good time.
Yeah, no, it was like New Year's. New Year's, it was much trashier, much skankier, but there were bombs going off literally downtown, and then just like Mexican children being dragged around by their parents, which was fun to see.
This time?
Yeah. They had sparklers. They were running around. We weren't out that late, right? Mark, when did you go home? I went home like 11.
I went home pretty shortly after you because then the dudes that we were with wanted to go to a bar by Coors Field. It's now the dirt. Well, there's a bar across the street. It used to be Lodo's. Now it's something else. Everything's fucking changed from back when I used to go.
Yeah, dude, it used to be the 16th Street Mall. Now it's just 16th Street.
Right?
Oh, how the world.
I can't remember what the new place is that used to be Lodo's. And then so the place they went to was the Dirk's Bentley Bar.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that place. If you like country music, it's awesome. I don't like country music.
If you like country music or white women that are probably too entitled to bar space. Right? I mean, that's all of Denver, though, but they concentrate around that block of Larimer Square.
Yeah, not enough picnic tables for anyone classy around here, but...
So you were flirting up with the ladies then?
Oh yeah, dude. Me and
you're having a good hair day yesterday. Everyone was talking about it.
Oh yeah, that was just all sweat. I don't think I've used shampoo in 3 or 4 days. I think, and there was just bounce and texture, and I really liked it. But I mean, the ladies felt it last night. Yeah, we met Alexis. What was the blonde chick's name? Did you catch her name?
Oh fuck, couldn't tell you. Maybe Dana knows.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't. Yeah. He probably doesn't even know.
Is that your first time meeting Dana, or you know?
No, I've met him a few times.
He shows up. Yeah, he shows up. But
he's a character, dude. That guy.
Yeah, he's got that Boston voice. Dana thought that he had a chance with the other girl. He didn't, and I didn't tell him that. But he didn't.
Well, she just needed someone to talk to, and for better or worse, he at least, can speak English. It's hard to decipher, but, he'll keep your attention.
To be English, right?
Boston English.
So, it's Boston English is mandatory blood alcohol level of at least 0.09, something like that.
To speak it?
Yeah, no. It's like
otherwise you can't make the clicking sounds or
the clicking sounds. No, he's not from South Africa.
Yeah, but that's kind of.
I mean,
it's my joke.
He would do great there. Dana Fuller in apartheid, dude. Great mix. Like rum and coke, dude.
Nelson Mandela would have loved him if they had the pleasure of meeting. I don't think their paths ever could have crossed.
No.
But
Dana Fuller and Malcolm X, dynamic duo.
So are you from Colorado?
yeah, I am.
So you like, other than the change that we've seen over the last 2 decades, like it feels natural being here and seeing these people out in Dirk's Family Bar.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, I hate bars like that because, like, I don't like country music, and they all wear cowboy hats and cowboy boots, and like they're dancing like country people. I'm a bump and grind guy. I want ass to dick.
You would have loved our high school. We had something called it tailed off right as we were getting into high school, but called Club Mo, where the school themselves would sponsor a nightclub on Friday nights once a month, and the teachers and there would be chaperones that would watch just grinding and hand jobs, and it was a mess.
For real. Like, no, like my freshman year dance, like homecoming. Like, I look back on it and I'm like, we were bumping and grinding as 15-year-olds with like teachers around, but good fucking time.
You're a few years older than you said. You're 35.
I'm 35. Yeah.
So he came in at the front end of the greatest era of bump and grind. You were like in your heart of your adolescence during the bump and grind.
The best song to bump and grind to in that era was the Lil Jon To the Window, To the Wall. When the sweat drops down those balls.
Don't it ever.
You know, and we're 15, and Lil Jon's, you know, dropping these lines, and we're just these white kids in the suburbs like, yeah, grind that ass.
Yeah, shout out to ChatGPT, by the way. We pull that up and scroll up. It's like, all right, let's start at the Charleston in the 1920s. Let's get a little bit of background for Springer.
That's some doo-wop right there, you know? That's like Grease era, and that's before Grease era.
Is that having sex with an Italian?
See-wop, do-wop.
Whoa. Okay, well.
Come on. You're headed back to the East Coast. You're going to get comfortable with those kind of things.
Yeah, also, that just on air, I did want to apologize for, it's probably not going to air our episode with Jacob Humphreys last week. I don't know if you want to do a little compilation interspersed into this episode. I just get too comfortable with Jacob Humphreys, and then I think you were out checking the wings, and he's just like, do you go to therapy? I'm like, no. No.
I had to pick up my dog from being spayed during recording with Nick and Jacob, and so I just let Jacob take my seat and take the con for 40 minutes, and I got caught up, you know, getting the dog from the vet, and it was like 40 some minutes that they're just talking. So who knows what's in that 40 minutes of podcasting?
It's not good. It's not good.
No, it's probably great.
Oh, it's not. No, it's very incriminating. No, I'm kidding, but it's
so Lil Jon. Who else?
Yeah.
When you think bump and grind, when you think ass on dick,
50 Cent.
Oh.
You know, mid 2000s, like right as like, you know, MTV was still playing music videos sometimes. Like TRL was popular, you know, that was a big deal.
Like when people had cable, yeah.
Yeah.
That's when Mark Springer got pussy.
Now everything's streaming, and now everything's dry as fuck, man. It's the opposite of streaming, actually.
Yeah, streaming a hard cock. Direct to video, yeah.
Yeah. I guess, well, let's, because we were telling Sean what went down at Scruffy Murphy's last night before we did the show, and I should tell this because I think it's interesting. So I get there with Nick, but I go to the bar to get a beer. Nick goes out to the patio. I arrive a couple minutes after the fact, and Nick and Dana are already macking on these two girls.
Yeah, one was leaning on me. I didn't think she was drunk. She was coherent and stuff, and we were talking about what we do and Scruffy Murphy's, and I had to pee really bad, and you know I'm not the bar pickup guy at all. So I'm talking to her, she's flirting with me. I'm putting the Nick Hahn moves on just a little bit. I'm reciprocating.
You're waxing on and waxing off,
dude. I was hoping she was waxed off already, if you know what I mean. But I really had to pee, and so I give my beer to Josh Beaver. And Mark Springer's just standing there all awkward and
well, it just showed like there were only two girls, there's four dudes. I was shit out of luck, you know.
Correct.
But it looked, dude, for real, like Nick and this girl, like you could see the smiles, you could see the eyes, it was happening.
Yeah, people think I don't have any game, and I don't. But when the opportunity presents itself, I'll play along. But I had to pee. I give Josh Beaver my beer, and this girl, she's like, things weren't going great, but she was still responsive. So I go to pee and I say, hey, I pull the How I Met Your Mother, the Barney Stinson. I say, have you met Mark? And Mark walks over. I go pee. I come back. Mark is nowhere to be seen with this woman. And then Josh Beaver just points into the inside of Scruffy Murphy's, and this woman is hanging off of Mark, like biting his tongue and his lip, and Mark's just trying to like hold on for dear life. And Josh Beaver's like, dude, fucking Mark Springer stole your chick. I'm like, fuck!
Not kind of.
Mr. Radio.
Mr. Steal-Yo-Gurl.
Look, I do have game. I actually do.
Sending it out over the airwaves, you piece
He's
of
got
shit.
a lot of game, dude. He's got way more time on this earth to develop a game than we have.
Yeah,
Think
true.
how much game we'll have in 7 more years.
Dude, 10 more years for me. Yeah, I'm fucking... Am I the baby here? How old are you, Chris?
27.
27? Yeah, I'm the baby here.
How old are you? 25?
26. But, yeah.
You're over the hill. Just give up.
Over the hill.
You can rent a car now. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's nothing after you hit 25. It's nothing but taxes
really not.
and death.
Yeah,
No, every birthday sucks. Every single birthday is awful now because it's just 1 year closer to death, and 1 year further away from, like 25-year-old girls thinking like this dude is weird as shit.
It's been happening since I was 15. Dude, but yeah, I'm 26. I can drive a rental car into a river. Thank you.
That's a good way to go out.
Me.
But no, like I think my biggest takeaway from last night, and Nick mentioned it, was this girl was a biter, and it sucked.
Like she had all of her teeth. Good job, Mark.
Not meth addicted. At least there was that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was weird, man. Like my bottom lip was numb and swollen.
Yeah, I can see it. Again,
It's a little big right now. I can even feel it like on the inside of my mouth. Right, it was biting my tongue. It was off. It was straight up awful. Like she was cute, but I don't know what that technique was.
And we were talking about this right before we went on, but like that's a tough thing to broach, especially in like a bar hookup situation. You can't be like, what's the oral fixation, lady? Like, stop fucking munching away.
I wish I could Michael Malone rage time out that thing, just be like, hey.
Like, let's regroup.
What are we doing? Let's pause.
What are we doing?
ChatGPT, I was like, great girl, but she bites.
Oh.
I was talking about the dog.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, what's her name? Alexis or Maggie or something?
Maggie's his dog.
Calm correction.
She had a real shiny coat on her. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so that's how last night went.
Interesting.
I was like, no, it's personal.
You turn it into a joke.
Yeah,
I'm not into the vampire
okay.
lifestyle.
There's playful biting and then there's aggressive or uncomfortable biting. It was more the latter.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was.
Does that mean she was a thumb sucker or something? Or
you trying to turn me into your personal chew toy? Or is this your way of showing affection?
Teething?
Oh, easy, girl, easy.
That's
sit and stay.
Yeah, I can't say I've run across a biter in a long time, but man,
yeah, it was something else. But I was thinking, like, man, like, anything further after the fact could be freaky. I did ask her though, straight up. I asked her mid makeout. I said, "Are you gonna bite my dick off?" Because I was concerned about that. Like, if something were to go down,
it's a great question.
It's true.
What was her response to that?
I don't think she really said anything.
You just chomp your canines at you.
Like, that's the last thing I need.
I tell you what, with all this immigration stuff going on, I'm a big fan of immigrants and the economic impacts.
Mm-hmm.
But I also record a podcast on the weekends.
Yeah.
And, if the pay gets good enough, I'll put in a tip call about these people that keep mowing during my recording times. I'm just saying, it's fucking annoying. All right, it's a bad joke. It's bombing. That's fine.
Are you saying that you're going to get, like,
I'm just going to call ice on the people that are mowing during my recording time.
Would you keep it down?
I'm trying to record a podcast.
Yeah, Cat Williams is here right now trying to record a podcast.
Why are you assuming that it's an illegal immigrant mowing the lawn? It could just be your neighbor.
Maybe it's both.
Catch 22. I get some property. They don't mow their lawn on Saturdays.
No, so I went on a walk yesterday afternoon, walking around a suburban neighborhood, and suburban house, white middle upper class house, is having their back lawn redone, and there are, Mexicans, I'll just assume they were, or south of the border somewhere.
Central South America.
Yeah, they had a great tan.
And they're all working on this lawn on a hot 4th of July afternoon. And I'm just like, you know, that in general, that just sucks. You know, I don't want to be doing that on a 4th of July afternoon, but here they are. And it just, to me, struck like the dichotomy of, you know, white Americans are out having a great day. Here they are working so hard on their lawn, and yet they could get deported at any second. But we need them. They need them. That family needed those people on that 4th of July afternoon.
Well, they already had Cinco de Mayo. They don't get Cuatro de Julio. Come on.
Oh my god.
It's a cultural
This
thing.
guy's fucking good, man. You're good.
It's pretty crazy how much harder all immigrants, not just central south of the border, all immigrants work than average Americans that are just born into the greatest country on earth with the best chance of upward mobility ever seen in human history, and they're just like coddled and soft and like handout. Give me like, I mean, I went to Boulder public schools, so I'm you know,
No, I know
in the
exactly
heart
what
of
you're saying.
the my gimme people, but
Yeah, no, just the base level of appreciation for this society is higher. As the child of an immigrant, it's something you feel grown up for sure, coming from that. But
I just don't know where like these self-smug up their own butt Americans get off thinking that like they need to be that Mexicans are taking their jobs or their home. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't want those jobs. You know what I'm saying? What
Nobody
jobs?
wants those jobs.
Yeah.
yeah, if you're not saving up for like a 2010 like Toyota Corolla and you're 16 years old, yeah, you don't want to mow a lawn yourself. That's just how it is.
Like the hard ass work jobs of this country that keep the lights on, like
Yeah,
nobody wants to do those jobs. That's why the
and
people
you also don't want to fix those lights when they break too. You need someone for that too.
yeah.
For low fucking wage. Yeah, so this could become a whole conversation that could get kind of depressing, actually. So
true. It can easily get depressing.
Let's just
We
get
can
it out of
say-
our system. Let's virtue signal for an hour and a half,
Yeah,
and then we'll start the
right.
podcast.
Instead of getting depressing, let's talk about how, you know, instead of talking about immigration and the wages of immigrants, let's talk about how, you know, Americans don't have any path to nothing. Like our government keeps, you know, making it so that even if we got good paying jobs, fellas, the path to owning a home, path to whatever, like there's no.
Oh, pretty much everyone in this room is going to rent until they're like 50 at least.
Oh, yeah.
Mark, you have a career, Mr. Big Shot over here, but
yeah, weird
I don't know what the
career.
communications sports intersection looks like in terms of benefits or base
I
salary.
get health care. Like, that's what I keep telling myself.
I get health care. Oh.
Like, seriously, like there are things about my job that I love. Then there's other things I don't. And one thing I'll always remind myself of is like free healthcare. I'm getting healthcare.
Yeah, you're not limping into a CVS like the rest of us. Okay.
Even though I never fucking use it.
That's the other thing is like I was seeing all these stories recently of like healthcare versus non-healthcare. Do you know that an average family of 4 in the United States is now paying out of pocket employee contributions on average $2,000 a month? So then you go in and you have to get like a $1,500 procedure or whatever, but it doesn't meet your deductible for the year. So insurance only covers 40%. So then you're stuck with a 60% bill versus if you went in out of pocket or like without insurance, it probably costs you $600, $800 versus $900 plus the $2,000 a month. It's like such a scam.
Yeah,
But there's also the American alternative to you know, base healthcare, which is prayer.
Dude,
You know,
no one utilized it.
no, I mean, yeah, I'm not a Christian, so I'll be in a wheelchair by the end of this podcast. But you know,
I had a couple wishes come true recently.
oh,
Can you
what
believe
was
it?
one of them named Alexis last night? You piece of shit,
You
huh?
find a genie?
Yeah, crazy, huh? And then they stopped coming true. But no, healthcare is a fucking scam. Like deductible, like you still have to pay money. It should be like if I'm paying every month,
Bingo.
then
That's my
it's
deductible.
fucking free.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'm paying every month, and like I said, I never use my healthcare, so nothing's happened to me. I should have like built up equity. I should have like this bank of like unused healthcare money. Yet if something were to happen to me, I would still have to pay something. I should have to pay fucking nothing because I have insurance.
No, the equity would the equity you'd be taking from the shareholders.
Yeah,
Of the
yes,
healthcare, right?
yes.
That would be that's bonuses that
Oh
can't
my
go
God.
to the upper management.
You are right, though, Mark. Emergency room visits should work like PTO in our society.
Yeah,
right?
totally.
Use it or lose it, though, to be fair.
I should roll over. PTO should roll over.
Yeah.
I believe in that as well. I should be able to take a fucking 2 months off because I've rarely used my PTO.
Right. Yeah, take your PTO, take 2 months off, have a minor invasive surgery, and then,
Yeah, how fucked is that you have to, in this country, accrue time off to get a procedure? Like
Sure.
Like I have an older coworker, and she's getting her knee operated on. It's like she had to wait to accrue time to be like, okay, now I've got the time to step back.
Right.
It's like, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But at the same time, whoever's giving you that health insurance, like, do they need you to be able to walk?
Yeah,
Is that? I think that's part of it, right?
Well, here's something and I'm sure a lot of people have thought about this. Like, do you think that health insurance company or the medical industry, doctors, scientists, whatever, do you think they really want to cure cancer?
No.
Because you know how much money they make off of that shit? Or like
Yeah.
any sort of disease, like they make fucking money off of that shit, and it's all profits at the end of the day.
And they
It's a
have
business.
like the amount of chronic conditions in this country where it's like, no, there's no solution for this, but like you can pay us X amount every month and for the rest of eternity. Like that's the new healthcare. If there's not a solution, it's treatment over time.
Yeah, the fact that Ozempic is even on the market as opposed to the chronic treatment of the conditions that are associated with being overweight, I think that's a miracle in and of itself. Despite, I mean, they're still selling it for however much. I haven't looked into it because I'm in fantastic shape.
I think it's like $1,000 a month if you don't.
God.
Like, you can only qualify for Ozempic through insurance, I think,
Makes sense.
if you have like diabetes or are like very overweight. Like your doctor prescribes it, but there's a lot of people using it because they don't want to exercise.
Yeah, if you have type 1 diabetes, or if you're just like really gross to the effect that it's affecting other people on the street. Yeah.
Where you look at them and you're just like, this is a problem. Like, you're affecting my eyesight.
Yeah, no, dude.
Like it hurts to look at.
We don't want you passing
I feel
out from
your
low blood
joints through
sugar.
my vision.
Yeah.
Your doctor will prescribe that shit. They're like, all right.
Yeah, if you don't pass the smell test at your checkup, they'll send you on Ozempic.
All right, now drop them. Why? Why do I have to drop my pants?
Drop
I can
it,
smell
give me
you.
20 first, you piece of shit.
But the fact that there are so many people who can afford $1,000 a month out of pocket for Ozempic goes to show to me how, like, and you alluded to it, like, when you grow up in the system in America, you just have to get good enough grades. You just go to college and half-ass it, get good enough grades. Then somehow, because you have a degree, you get a job that can pay you north of $100,000 a year, and you half-ass that job, but you have all this disposable income, and then you can go drop $1,000 a month on a shot that helps you lose weight.
Because you've been spending that disposable income on food, then stuffing your face with it for years and years and years. Yeah.
Well, all these other people are working their asses off for dick wages.
Right.
I guarantee you people have taken personal loans for that shit.
Probably.
Definitely,
Probably, too.
dude.
Yeah, if you're a hooker and you're gross, dude, yeah, get it together.
You can get a payment
Well, if you're
plan
a
for
bank,
that?
you want
I'm
to.
still getting it. You can't afford it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's true.
Well, they're doing the like dirty street peptides now too, where people are like doing home chemistry to make their own peptides.
Okay.
Like, street Ozempic and shit.
Well, that's the American dream. Make your own peptides.
That's innovation, right?
Yeah.
That's freedom, baby.
But, and I just take it personally because I've been exercising a lot this year, and I lost weight
It shows.
exercising.
Isn't
Yeah.
that crazy how that works?
Isn't it amazing?
I stopped drinking. Like, it's amazing if I stop drinking alcohol. Like, just don't drink calories.
Sure.
It's like, oh, just that alone. It's like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
We have such a toxically bad health,
Mhm.
culture in this country.
Big corn. Yeah, there's also, I don't know what the intersection of big pharma and big agriculture looks like, but it's got to be there somewhere in terms of like the sugar and the corn and the grains that we're eating. And
I can tell you, what it is actually, because
Okay.
so
Yeah, you have a degree. Okay.
well, they wanted to make crops more, hardy and sustainable against bugs and other things, so they sprayed them with pesticides and other chemicals, which also create more downflow effects of chronic disease and illness, and those
Right.
then can help drug manufacturers sell the pills they need or the
right
solution.
on top of just the raw carbohydrates going into us from the fact that corn and soy and etc. are so big in the first place, and that's the cheapest food that's available to us.
Yeah, and then the farmers can't make anything besides 3 crops because only 3 crops are going to lead to a profit motive for them.
Yep.
And then those 3 crops are only going to be made by 5 companies into 98% of the food supply.
Yep.
And they're going to do science studies like, oh, Doritos, these things are good, but how can we make them more like crack cocaine?
Yeah.
They're affordable though. They're cheap. And they're like McDonald's, man.
Dude,
You have the
delicious.
McDonald's app?
Amazing.
Yes, I do.
You can get so many good deals on that fucking thing.
Literally, no. There's a thing in Colorado. If the Colorado Rockies score a double the night before, for like a week straight, you can just every day get a free double cheeseburger.
With a minimum purchase of $2.
Even if they don't hit a double, too, it'll still sometimes work.
But what I do is you get 2 hot and spices with that thing.
It's what, $3 and 4 sandwiches?
Yeah,
3 sandwiches.
3 sandwiches for like $4.
Yep.
So that's how they get you too, because I'm cheap,
Yeah, no, the price increase of fast food has been such a big, talking point for disgusting poor people like us for the past few years. But also at the same time, it's not a thing if you just give them all of the cookies on your phone by downloading the app. So
yeah, it's true.
a trade-off.
They've backdoored it away where it's like, you give me enough of your data.
Yep.
Did you see that Xfinity this week basically flat out announced that 10 years ago, schizophrenic people on the internet would say Wi-Fi in your home is so dangerous because Wi-Fi signals can be used and reverse engineered to map out your inside of your house. Like they can use Wi-Fi. Schizophrenics used to, internet schizophrenics. Don't use Wi-Fi because if you put a Wi-Fi in your home, they know where you are in your home at all times, blah, blah, blah. Well, it turns out Xfinity is now bragging about their Wi-Fi capabilities, being able to map the inside of your home and show you where and learn your habits to optimize. And it's like, this is what the internet schizophrenics are saying.
Optimize what? Like
their ability to profit motive you into existence, into
like
oblivion.
This dude's jerking off in his bed for 2 hours a day. Like, let's give him more Pornhub ads.
Push more.
Like your Wi-Fi is just going to see you sitting there.
Yeah, you and your little dick.
I'm imagining like infrared or like a heat map. And it would just be depressing, actually, to see you maneuvering around your place of living.
Or for most like Coloradans, I bet it would be good because compared to average Americans, we probably do a lot more stuff around the house than people from Kansas. They're just sitting around.
Yeah,
Are
seriously. Those not average Americans? I feel like if anything, that's kind of the baseline, and Colorado people see themselves as above.
That's what I'm saying. Like like, unfortunately, even for how dog shit we are here, we're way healthier than most people from Missouri, which is a sad state of affairs for the middle of our country.
Yeah, but the barbecue.
Oh, dude.
The Kansas City style barbecue, the beef. Dude, Kansas City has the beef, dude.
There's a lot of, there's so many active people here in Colorado.
Yeah.
Dude, we're the first or second most fit state in the nation.
Yes.
It's not like a good dichotomy of like you go outside and look at Denver. It's not a good representation of the nation at large.
Yeah. And people here like walking around and going outside and falling down a mountain or whatever the fuck that thing is.
Well, they drive to walk. Like, that's what they do. They're like, I don't just need to go outside and walk. I don't need to go to the park and walk. I'm going to drive 3 hours to walk.
Because it's prettier, yeah. No, last time I was at Garden of the Gods, I mean, the whole thing, it's a trail or whatever, but it's paved sidewalk throughout the whole mountain, Red Rock type of thing. I hated that because, like, it's literally, there's a huge parking lot, and then you get in line. You get in a line to walk through the line and get back to the parking
corral,
lot.
dude.
Pretty much.
Most, let's take it one step later, like deeper of depression.
Yes.
Most of the work that most Americans do is babysitting with extra steps.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like you need to be a cog, like go be a cog in this thing.
Sure.
But like you don't have any like meaning or worth or contribute. You're getting in the car, driving to the parking lot, getting out, walking on the path that's already made, getting back in the car, and like that's what most people
make decent money.
Well, I mean, we worked at a comedy club. I mean, our path just includes dropping off chicken tenders and martinis or whatever, but we're still babysitting.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're working there, to be around the comedy, to get closer to the comedy.
To be closer to the predators. You're right. Yeah, dude.
No, you're right, though. It does. It's easy to get away from all that worry with like, oh yeah, but I make $150,000 a year and I can feed my family, or
Yes,
the security and safety is like it's easy to give away your humanity for a little bit of security and safety.
I'll do it for a hot meal. Yeah.
Well, that's why BlackRock owns a third of all the homes, is because it's that easy to do to Americans, I guess is my point.
Yeah, but again, when the McDonald's app exists, and if you exercise consistently, you can eat that McDonald's. I'm telling you.
Yeah, even if the Rockies are bad. Yeah.
You know what I learned recently too, and I'm just doing an ad for fast food here, but if you order on the Taco Bell app, you can get a box deal for like $6 to $7, and you get a cheesy gordita crunch, like a good 5-layer burrito, a side, like I choose the cinnamon twist, and you can upgrade to a large Baja Blast for like 20 cents. It's like $6-7. You fucking kidding me?
You fucking kidding me?
So all these people, dude, and then you go to these like fancy ass. Oh my god, I had some fancy food recently at like fancy restaurants where you spend like $100 to $200 for steak.
Oh, insane!
And the steak sucks. It's tiny. It was not good,
dude. It's name drop right now.
Well, yeah,
I can't even remember the place.
Oh.
Can't even remember the name of the place.
All right.
Yeah,
we walked by a place in Cherry Creek the other day, my fiance and I, and it's called the Colonial. Okay. And it's meant to be like the kitschy nature of this whole spot is that it's meant to be set up like an African, like, and goes, that reminds me just like the place in Tanzania that we went. I'm like, exactly, that's what they're going for, and it's pretty fucked up that it's in Cherry Creek. Like, these people think they're the God saves of the world, and they're like, let's go to the Colonial for dinner.
Let's go to the Rainforest Cafe and drop an extra $100. Yeah, dude.
It's insane, dude.
The Botswana Cafe, yeah.
Anyway,
Ethiopia, you know how it goes.
How depressing. That was great. Anyway, but getting over that, the American ingenuity of getting past our horrible system,
sure,
and the ways that we deal with that. Mark Springer, how have you been enjoying stand-up comedy the last month or so?
It's fucking fun.
Can we talk about what got you into it? Like, what led you to do that first mic? Meet this guy?
Yeah, well...
I discovered Mark Springer.
What got you onto this couch? Yeah. If you make it big, he's going to that's going to be his credit to fame.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm doing New Talent Night at Comedy Works on Tuesday. 2 minutes. And which, my style, like, that's actually kind of too short. 3 would be ideal for me.
Tell a joke, you fucking rube. Come on.
No. I mean, I could. So I had one joke that really worked on Thursday. I'd done it once before and it didn't work, but then it hit really well on Thursday night, so I'm going to use it. I guess I'll just say it here. You want to hear? You want to hear it?
I loved it.
Okay. And I feel weird saying this, even though it's a joke. But so I've been watching a lot of bestiality porn of late. Yeah, let me clarify. I was sent some private sex tapes of Mr. Beast having sex. Let me further clarify. They are sex tapes of him having sex with animals. And it got a good reaction, so I'm going to use that on Tuesday.
Can you add another tag of, like, let me clarify, he was using Feastable bars?
Oh, God.
Like, can you throw, like, a chocolate, like, in there, like, know?
I was proud when I wrote that one.
Shout out to Jimmy over at Mr. Beast.
Yeah, who's that?
But I feel like some people don't know who Mr. Beast is.
Nah, I feel like he's literally 500 million people subscribe to him on YouTube. I feel like that's
the only reason I think of the Feastable thing is because everyone goes to the grocery store and everyone's like sees new things at the grocery store, and that's in every new grocery store in the last year and a half.
Not the Mexican grocery store that I go to.
Thank God.
Yeah, but yeah, every Walmart, do they have them at CVS? I don't know, but every Stop and Shop, Kroger, Mr. King Supers or whatever's out here, right?
This is a good aside. He does have no soul, Mr. Beast.
Oh, no, look at him. Look at him.
Mr. Beast
He's
lost
one of
a
those
lot
guys
of weight.
that doesn't smile with his eyes. He's fucking...
Yeah, it's
You
crazy.
see the thumbnails. We all see the thumbnails.
I'm thinking of maybe like writing a line after, like, because he'll like lock random people in a room for like a month, and if you do some shit, he'll give you $1 million or something like that.
Yeah, if you can type up Shakespeare from memory over the course of 3 months in this locked room, He does Squid Games, and if you the first one to come by jacking off with this squid or whatever gets $100 million. That's his Squid Games.
He's right. He had one recently where he locked his buddy who's overweight in a gym for
and he made him transition. Is that one, right?
And he had a year to lose 100 pounds or something.
Oh, I do remember that
lost
one.
It in I don't know.
I think I remember. Yeah, the coach. Yeah. He was only allowed to communicate with one personal trainer, and then the personal trainer died.
Yeah, Chris, so get this. He's got one person he can talk to, his personal trainer coach, and then the producer comes in the next morning to let him know that the personal trainer coach killed himself the previous night.
And then he still lost all the weight, which I respect a lot. No, genuinely, because that's fucked up, and the dude still lost 150 pounds. It's fucking traumatic as hell, but it's good content. It's good content. Are we doing that here?
150 pounds plus however much that trainer weighed.
Yeah, just lock me in the back of your yard with the chain link fence. I'll lose 200 pounds. I'll kill myself. I don't care.
I mean, I'd do anything for $1 million. Well, not anything, but close to for $1 million.
See, but that's my argument. Okay.
Or whatever his prize is.
My step back argument on this is, okay, well, this guy's the devil, and here's why.
Yeah.
And here's a simple framework for why this guy's the devil, because of things like what you just said.
Yeah.
That most people would do fucking anything for $1 million, so now he can abuse the, sinful nature of humanity through this.
Yeah, no,
so he's an agent of the devil, essentially.
If I was, if lose weight was the thing, maybe I had no desire or motivation to do it, but now you're going to give me $1 million to do it? Yeah, I'm going to fucking do it.
Yeah, dude, I'll kill someone for 100 followers on Instagram. I don't care. But, dude, what is also his hair? That dude's had that same haircut since he was 14. You can tell. The swoop.
Yeah, I don't like that haircut.
The 2009 swoop, dude. Shout out.
Aren't you rocking the same swoop?
Shut the fuck up, John. You just said I had a great hair day yesterday.
Yours is a little less, his is covering his whole forehead.
No, mine is that I can't afford a haircut. His is that, I don't know. I mean, he looks like baby era Justin Bieber, but with a mid fade on the side. I don't know. Am I alone on that?
No, it's facts.
Thank you, Chris.
I just think there's a lot of arguments to be made for this guy being an extension of the devil.
Oh, no, yeah. I mean, he's an American. He's an American birth certificate. That's all you need. There. So what came up that's the most evil thing that he's ever done?
Bearing a live challenge, but he did it to himself.
Okay.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
Just the locking people in rooms is
what are things that he's done in the rooms? I was trying to what do you have to do or not do? Well,
I also remember when he, off the top of my head, when he did the Mr. Beast Squid Games thing, he built all the trailers for housing and stuff for all the people who were on site for the whole recording process, and the illegal immigrants that he had make all the housing, he just didn't pay them or something like that to build all the trailers for those people or something. So I remember that off the top of my head. I don't know if we have a first party source for that, but extreme pranks or stunt. World's longest pizza. Yeah, that's evil.
Mile long pizza.
Yeah, he made 30 Guatemalans make a pizza, and then he made them throw it away in front of him.
You will never eat this.
Yeah, Beast Games, that's what it was.
Oh, yeah, class action lawsuit about unpaid wages.
Yeah, Mr. Beast Burger, eye surgery donut. Oh, that's right. He gave 100. Well, that was one of his viral things.
1,000 free LASIK surgeries.
I got 100 people to see for the first time, and then he made them pay for it or something. $100,000.
Wait, what? 1,000 times 100?
Something
$100 per person.
I mean, I don't know. ChatGPT might know. I don't know. Oh, I can't read. My eyes are half open. I'm sorry.
Reddit's what it's citing, so I don't know how we can.
Oh, Reddit, you can't. Yeah, what are they doing? If you're not, I mean, Reddit knows the names of all those girls with the ass that they got in Turkey, and that's about it.
Would you ever go overseas to do if you had to get a procedure? Isn't that the new thing, health tourism?
I don't know how fast my hair is going to go. Maybe by the time I'm Mark's age, my hair will be that bad, but I don't know. Probably not. If I need to get a breast reduction surgery, if I get really fat, maybe, but I don't know. All I know is that they do hair plugs there and cosmetic surgery for women. I don't know about stuff for men.
Oh, they do. They got men over there in Turkey.
Yeah, they have men in Turkey. I've heard.
See? Hair transplant.
Hair transplant. Dental. I do need to get my teeth fixed. Bariatric surgery. I don't think I'm going to have to get, my stomach removed. I don't think I'm going to get that bad. But Costa Rica, orthopedic. Yeah, do I need new feet? Should I go to Costa Rica for new
Okay, let's
feet?
back up from the health tourism to how Mark Springer found comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've always liked comedy.
Always?
Yeah. Always wanted to do it. I'm glad I didn't do it when I was younger, like Nick, because I would have sucked. Like, I would have gone out there thinking I could do it.
Oh, we do.
Yeah. And not that I'm that good. I'm not even really that good right now, but, like, I have more of a sense about me.
You have, like, a full self-image and know who you are kind of thing.
More confidence. Being on the radio for, like, 10 years has helped, like, my voice.
Was it always this silky?
No. Developed, if you can even consider this silky. But then, just took the plunge this year because just hit a point in my life where I was like, dude, I just got to start doing stuff that I've like I don't want to ever regret not doing it, because that would be one of those things I'd look back and because like I could go to a comedy show and you can see some comics who like I don't think are very good, and I'd be like, I could do that, but then it's like, can you really, can you actually get out there on stage and do it? And I just wanted to prove to myself that I could do it. And my only goal was to make a room laugh. That was it. That was my goal. And I did it.
And bro got laughs on his first mic, and I saw your first mic. I'm like, this motherfucker, because we see how horrible people are, like you said. And I'm like, this motherfucker, there's no way. Because he went on stage at the Irish Row. He's like, this is my first time doing comedy. And then he had like a decent set. I'm like, you piece of shit. You lying fucker. But now he's just has a decade of experience in public speaking.
So I'm in sports radio, but like
92.5.
Yeah. But in sports radio, sports media, it's weird because there's a lot of sports analysts, I'll call them, and they're just trying to drop like hot take after hot take. But it's like, this team should do this. This team should trade for this player. It's just like serious hot take after serious hot take. But I've always enjoyed those who can mix in humor with it. And me as like a non-former athlete, just random dude getting into that business, I was like, if I'm going to like get anywhere in this, I'm going to have to mix in my personality and jokes, if you want to call them jokes, humor, a comedic element to when I'm on air, when I speak, talk shit, like talk fucking shit. And I feel like it's worked to a degree. So I've always had that comedy element to me.
You've seen the benefit of sprinkling comedy into other life circumstances.
Exactly.
Being an entertainer.
But I've been doing this for 10 years, and now I love sports, but I am getting like a little burnt out on it. So just like focusing more on the comedy has been fun right now.
That's good.
Yeah. And then this guy goes on right before I go up at Irish Rover, and I'm like nervous, not overly nervous, but I'm nervous because I'm up next.
Did people come out to see your first time, or
no?
Did you? Okay, good.
And I didn't want anyone to come out my first time.
I was wondering if you like, hey, come on, radio people, come watch me do comedy.
No. But it was a crazy experience because so I thought that like an open mic, and I've never been to an open mic. I've been to some like amateur shows, but never like a true open mic. And I thought it being at a bar that there would be just like bar patrons fucking around, just being like, oh, I'll put my name on the list. This will be fun. And they go up there and suck. And by comparison, I would look decent. But no, it's dudes who have experience and girls who are trying to make it, who know what the fuck they're doing. So I'm sitting there for like an hour or two watching a fair amount of comics do pretty well.
Some people are probably past the Comedy Works and stuff type of thing.
Yeah, who've gone through. So I was like, oh shit, okay. By comparison, I might not look as good. So I actually wrote a couple things on the fly, changed a couple things up to try to adapt to the setting and what was going on. But yeah, Nick went on right before me. And I'm like, I'll be honest, that night I didn't pay attention to your shit at all because I was about to go on. And I'm just focusing on what I'm going to say. But then yeah, afterwards Nick came up. Can I say that this is my first, and I wasn't planning on saying it was my first time doing comedy, but based on the fact that it seemed like everybody else had a little experience at least, I was like, I'm gonna tell people this is my first fucking time. And then Nick comes up to me and he's like, was that your first time? I was like, yeah, that legitimately was. And then he started like helping me out a little bit. So
yeah, because I saw you, I'm like, this guy's lying. First of all.
Yeah, you did frame it like that. Like, are you serious? Like, it really your first time? Yeah, that was.
I just saw you. You weren't nervous at all. You had great delivery. You had great pacing and intonation. And, you know, I mean, it was your first time. The material's not perfect. Why would it be? But yeah, everything else besides, like, you know, going through the writing and trial process of seeing what jokes work in most rooms and having the cream rise to the top. I mean, besides that, you were there, and I was like, you fucking suck. Piece of shit.
Again, though, it's just, I might be new to comedy. And granted, I don't know if this will go anywhere, but I have experience talking to the public. So that helps. Yeah.
And getting some, like, even if you're not getting the instant... Like
you're not seeing
people that don't know comedy don't really understand. Like, it is as quick to instant feedback while you are completely without any, you know, there's no safety net.
Yeah.
You're full, as close to getting the feedback right there. But with radio, at least you're throwing yourself out there to the public, and you do get some feedback through, like, the text line or other things of, like, you do have a sense of, like, oh, is this humor working? Are they enjoying this humorous touches I'm trying to throw in things? Like,
yeah, no, I've said shit on the radio, and, like, immediately a text or two will come in, like, telling me to shut up or I'm an idiot or something like that, you know?
Right.
And on Twitch, we're live, and you'll see those are even more instant comments. But
can you imagine if this show's live? We had a board of fucking. I don't know how those kick streamers do it with the. God.
Well, it's so much easier to be an asshole when you're behind a computer screen. But so, like, for stand up though, like, yeah, like and it happened pretty quickly. You know, you tell a joke or a bit, whatever I want to, you know, frame it as. But I say something I think is going to be funny, and I think is going to get a reaction, and it gets no reaction. That's a weird feeling when it happens to you for the first time. I'm like, okay, moving on. Like, in my head, that was good, but it didn't work.
Welcome to our world, bitch. No, because it's stand-up is weird in that sense because it's one of the few art forms where there's an objective measure of success, which is whether or not the people you're performing to are laughing. And if they're not laughing, you're not doing a good job.
Exactly.
Right. Whereas, you know, everything else is subjective, and painting, sculpture, other performance arts, and, you know, music and stuff like that, because that's all subjective. But even if objectively you think it's tested material and it's performed well, if the people in front of you aren't enjoying it, you're still bombing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's something similar like in my radio business. Like, you want to have a social media presence. Twitter's big in that. So, and I will also like to throw out like joke tweets or like clever tweets I think are fucking funny. And I'll think of some tweet that I think is fucking brilliant. I'll put it out there and get like 2 likes. Then I'll put just some bullshit out there and it'll get a shit ton of likes.
You're telling me I've been trying to retire the South Korea joke for almost a year now. I've wanted to stop doing this. Joke was meant to be, I wrote, I'm like, I'll do this for a month and be done with this. This joke keeps working, so I can't be done with this fucking, I want it to not work one time so I can be done with this joke.
But it works.
I follow the news. South Korea declared martial law. First arts, now law. It's so dumb. It's one of these stupid jokes. It's not a good joke. I don't think it's a well-written joke, but it works. And it's funny. Like, let me fucking retire this shit.
I have a joke that's exactly like that. I hate this joke. It works in every room. Where I say I'm half Korean, and if a joke doesn't land, I'll say, hey guys, we'll get through this. There's more than one way to skin a cat. And I actually told my Korean grandmother that. She said, you cannot take the skin off. That is the best part. That joke makes me want to kill myself consistently. Everyone laughs at it, though. And no,
but it's not our choice. Yeah. Because again, we have a way to measure it. People are liking the joke. That's not my choice.
But it's also the onus is on us to write jokes better than that, to the point where like we don't have to include that joke as like a save or something like that. So
that's true.
That's on us to get better at writing.
Yeah, but it's really hard to write jokes.
It is difficult to write jokes.
So if you have shit in your back pocket, there's like break in case of emergency, this shit'll work, you use it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I did my best Jeff Stonick impression this week. I went up.
I
went to Monkey Barrel and I was no. I went to Monkey Barrel and I brought a camera. I was taking pictures and I had monopod in it. So I went up and did my set and I used the monopod as if it was a mic stand. I just stood like with my camera on stage. So dumb.
Oh, Jeff Stonick. Is he still alive? What's he doing? I know he did that film festival with Josh Emerson.
He's all around, dude. He's all around. He's traveling with Ren on the Here to P tour and stuff. So
good for him.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, it's weird getting into comedy and like those moments of bombing or like reworking a joke and like the little learning. It's fun. And it's cool that you're getting the fun out of it.
It can also be depressing. Like even like, so second night, so first night went well. Second night, we finished at Lion's Lair at the Gong Show.
Yeah.
And that was a moment where I was, even on night 2, I'm like, fuck this shit.
No, yeah, because he's like, where else should I go? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you should go to Lion's Lair on a Tuesday, because that's a lot of fun. And we brought Mark's brain to the Gong Show. Everyone gets gonged at 2 minutes, point something seconds. And he's like, that was horrible. I'm like, welcome to the fucking game, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and then later went back to a Lion's Lair mic on a Monday night. That's like their actual open mic, but
it's a nice mic.
It's just a bunch of depressed dudes sitting around a bar, and nobody's reacting to anything.
Yep.
And
Welcome
even
to comedy, yeah.
Yeah, and even the host, like Anthony, is like rolling his eyes at like everything. So
yeah, when I started getting back
depressing.
into the mic scene when I came back from college, I was doing those type of things, and then I, get up at 12:30 and be going into work at 6:30 the next morning. It's like, yeah, this isn't I'm not getting a rep. And then like the rep of the mic thing isn't like a rep because no one's listening and it's 8 drunk people at the bar and they're not listening. It's not a rep. So like you can tell yourself that you're going out to the mic and getting a rep, but you're not.
Yeah.
Like you could lie to yourself for years and years and years about reps. Okay, reframe. And I was like, well, fuck. That non-rep could be a non-rep with a person selling me a sandwich or a person that I interact with on this. The non-rep.
Yeah.
Those happen all through life. And so reframing of like, I can get better at being funny in these non-rep moments, whether it's an open mic or it's just an interaction.
But at the same time, those non-rep reps that are just like
they add up.
Testing bits, they do add up, but they're still not the same as holding a microphone in a bar or a different type of venue. Because that non-rep rep where you're just bombing to no one paying attention, that's also the same situation that is a gig that you're on the poster for, you're still getting $20 for at the same time. You know what I mean? So that still counts towards training for an environment that's still not ideal, but one that you're going to be in eventually, whether you like it or not. Right?
Yeah, you can hold a microphone and pretend
yeah,
like no
at
one's
least you
listening to
get
the bar.
more.
I guess that's my whole thing is like you can do that rep to a bar drunk people at 12:30, or you can do that rep to nobody in your home with the microphone like you're on. Like it is the muscle memory thing.
Yeah.
Doing it in front of people.
But the quality of the rep, if you get anybody listening that's not a comic, okay, that's a rep.
No, I agree. Like, I'm with you on that. Like, I've, in my early, travails doing this, like, doing it in front of non-comics is so much better. I mean, it's tough because, like, if you're just a regular person coming to an open mic, you're only staying for, like, a little bit. I'm newer, so I'm getting on later. They're probably leaving by the time I'm getting on. But I've been fortunate to have moments where I am doing it in front of just regular people and they give me my best reactions.
And those are the reps you really like. My advice is not worth shit, so take it with not worth shit of a grain of salt. But like those are the reps that you should really sit and fester on versus the rep to nobody at Lion's Lair.
Yeah.
Because your rep or like our mountain rep, like I fest on the fact that I made some mistakes on a mountain show is on, but could have done better. But like that rep and festering on that is way more important than an open mic rep that
Agreed.
I could fester on.
Agreed.
So
yeah.
That's the energy, like dictating where you're giving your energy as a creative, I think is one of the tougher things. And that's what other people tell me is like finding a way to have some balance of, because putting all of your heart into everything is just, you're going to end up sad and depressed.
Yeah, that's true. It's also hard to balance when you have like an actual life worth living, like both of you.
Come on.
What?
Kind of.
That's a stretch for both of us.
Yeah, it's smoking mirrors
Mr.
sometimes.
Married with a dog and a real job, blah, 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 blah. Mr. Fancy over
Just because I don't have follow through doesn't mean I don't have a life. Come on.
Everyone's got some shit, right? But no, that's why I'm looking forward to New Talent Night on Tuesday, because I think it should be like,
that
it's a paying show. It's a paying show. You like, and it's just comedy works. Now it's a Tuesday night. It's not going to be their best crowd.
Actually, well, I just did New Faces, and the crowd for New Faces, which is more selective quote, because they actually go through a pick out process for all the applicants as opposed to New Talent, which is everybody. The crowds for New Talent are still probably twice as big, even on the first round, than they are for the crowds for new talent are twice as big than new faces. I would say, like,
Why is
new
that?
talent night.
Because new talent night is something they've been doing every single Tuesday.
It's a more
at
established
downtown
thing.
club.
Okay.
New
decades.
faces is a seasonal thing, whereas new talent is every Tuesday.
Okay.
And it's people know it's going to happen on Tuesdays. As
If you're a
opposed to new
comedy fan, you
faces.
live in the city center, like, you might as well go to new talent on Tuesdays. It's like the best you're gonna get. I mean, if I lived closer downtown, I'd go every single Tuesday.
Yeah, and I believe the tickets are way cheaper than a touring headliner who's been on Netflix or something like that too.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
if you want to see locals or something like that, go check them out.
That's exciting, man. I'm
Yeah.
excited for you. I haven't even done my first new talent night set. I just haven't done the system. I'm like, not.
You never signed up?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I've been signing up. I mean, what did you tell me? Like, someone told me it took like 12
It's like
weeks.
12 weeks or something.
12 weeks, and you have to do it consecutively. The signups,
Yeah.
like they don't really stack unless you are buddy with people.
So it took me 7 to 8 weeks of signing up every week to get on. I wonder though, like, and if the reason that was a little quicker than 12 weeks is like I've now met people at I did a show at Comedy Works actually.
Oh, what?
With you. Granted, nobody was in the audience.
Well, we don't
Saf
need to
Mike,
talk
yeah,
about that. I mean, I'm not associated with Comedy Works anymore professionally in terms of hourly pay. That's position, but
that was weird though, man.
That was the time that you got screamed at for that, right? Yeah. He brought Mark Springer to the
but
staff
listen,
mic.
I met Mark and I took a chance on him, and it blew up in my face. But I'm still betting on the Springer, on the Spring Man.
Dude,
But
the spring
yeah.
always bounces back. That's the little
There
dirty
you
truth.
go. There you
Hey, it's in the name, right?
You push it down, the
Spring.
spring will bounce right back.
You go,
Exactly.
Kinetic energy, Mr.
Exactly.
Isaac Newton over here, some shit.
Simple physics, really.
But you got 2 minutes. What's don't tell us all the jokes, but what's your set look like for
Yeah, I
Tuesday?
mean,
This will be, you'll be long past.
Yeah,
it's
gonna come out later.
Yeah,
after Tuesday.
bestiality joke. Just because it worked really well at not Scruffy Murphy's, on Monkey Barrel on Thursday. Like that got I had a good set. There were a couple areas that I didn't like and that the audience didn't like, but overall I had a good set. And bestiality joke got the best reaction. And I've been like up and down on that joke, but because it got such a good reaction,
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm fucking using it then.
Yeah.
I got a trans joke that I'm going to use. It doesn't get the best reaction, but it's quicker. So I'm going to use it. And then there's so many like other, like I have like little lines mixed in my stuff that get good reactions, but they're part of like a bigger thing. So I'm trying to think about how I want to like pare it down to just get those lines in a way where the context makes sense in a shorter time frame.
That can be tough. In my experience, if you try and use those like tags that pop from a longer setup and you don't set them up properly,
I know, that's what I'm
the
concerned
effect
about.
does get diminished. So
I know. That's
be
where
mindful.
I wish I had 3 minutes instead of 2 minutes, but
Well, you'll have 3 minutes next time. You get bumped up to your C set automatically after doing your newbie set, regardless of how it goes.
Oh,
and
shit.
Then the promotion,
Okay, that's
system
good
starts.
news.
Yeah.
Then you'll be stuck at sea for what,
Is there-
5 to 7 years?
I'll be if I come back, I'll be stuck there for a long time.
Are you C still?
I did my newbie set. I got put up from the standby somehow, and then I have not done my C set yet.
Oh,
No,
wow.
because I'm moving. So I mean, if I keep signing up, I probably won't get on until the fall for a C set anyway. So, what can you do?
What can you do?
What can you do?
Well, damn, Mark, we're going to have to make a pilgrimage out east to visit this guy in Boston.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, no,
Get some comedy on.
seriously.
It's a good scene. It's fun. You guys will always have a place to sleep in town.
Mostly because there's a lot of benches.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, I'll bring you to Mass Ave. We'll find you a needle that you can sleep on or something.
Are you any more excited than last time you were on about moving back? Or?
Yeah. I mean, it's getting closer. I just have to get my real ID. Fuck whatever administration was responsible for that. Just going back out. Everybody knows me there. I've got stage time on deck, and get to see friends from college, comics that I made friends with over the years. Get to see my dad, and yeah, it's the hustle and the bustle that is the antithesis of Denver's vibe. Which, it's just creepy here. Everybody's nice. The weather's awesome. Everybody's, and
It's too good for you.
honestly, it is. No, I mean, when I was, I think I touched on this on the last podcast that probably won't get released from a few weeks ago, but I was born in Southern California. in Orange County. And after a few years, my mom, she's from Connecticut, born in Massachusetts, raised in Connecticut. She wanted to move us back to the East Coast because she didn't want to raise me to be like, you fucking people, where everyone's just chill and nice and, you know, just kind of blends in. And
I can't imagine you like that.
Exactly. I mean, whether or not it was the move, it worked. I feel 100% a New Englander, an East Coast guy. I kind of wear that on my sleeve, not as much as some people, but I mean, that's really a core part of my identity and how I carry myself. And I think it's definitely helped. And the fact that I've, you know, chosen to put a lot of time into comedy, I think that's helped. You know, no matter where I've gone and done shows across the country, I think it's helped a lot. And I am grateful for it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That hardens you up, right? Like, because I feel like lucky that I'm in Denver and it's like nicer. Like everyone's nicer.
Yeah, no, because I mean, when you're raised by, you know, drunk people that hit you and stuff, like
Exactly.
you can either, when you're out here and that happens, or in the Midwest, you sort of like don't wear that on your sleeve. You try and be as nice to people as possible. Whereas where I'm from, you kind of just lean into it, and you know, you just kind of like, that's fucking me, you piece of shit.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
I'm not that guy, but still, I feel like that attitude is.
but like
something
if you are new in the Boston scene, I'm just gonna guess, and you bomb, which is gonna happen.
yeah, you will.
That people are more like, fuck you.
It depends more on what you're saying, but I mean, the bombing process, like everyone who does comedy knows that. I mean, moving out here, just everyone knows that process, and that's sort of a sense of camaraderie amongst comedians everywhere in the country. I think like everyone knows the process of getting up, bombing, trying new material, seeing what's going to work where. Everyone knows that, and there's, you know, you have your people no matter where you go, because even if you're not, you know, passed at a club or anything like that, like people know what you've been through in that regard, and there's that shared experience that people can bond over for sure, regardless of your attitude or your delivery or your style. Like everyone knows the process. That's a constant in the scene. We're across the country. I don't know, but
Everyone knows it doesn't feel good to bomb.
yeah,
So even if you're
yeah,
a dick
no, I'm just saying, like,
everyone knows how shitty your life is to at least some extent. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, here maybe it's more like, you know, there's more fist bumps. Like, hey man, you'll get him next time.
Yes, but that also comes with the clickiness that I felt, whereas I felt when I started, I was very, very alienated by the scene that I started in, just because, you know, but if people see that you put in the work, if people see that you spend your time wanting to get better,
Sure.
regardless of, you know, if they want to be your friend or not, you will get people's respect. And they will.
Yeah, if you throw away
Sure.
everything for this thing that's so dumb,
Or
people
if you
will
start with
respect you.
nothing and they
It's so
see that you
dumb.
have nothing already.
Yeah, that's true.
They'll see, at least he or she'll have something eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where that comes from. I don't know. Does ChatGPT have any thoughts about it? I don't know. What is it like to be a shitty open mic comedian? Oh, well, that too. I mean, yeah, we're
It'll
all
say, like,
shitty open mic comedians in that
Don't
state.
give up on your dreams.
Don't give up.
Everybody
on your...
bombs.
Everyone give up on your dreams.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, have a career.
I can only imagine.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, there we go. That's about exactly what I was expecting.
The
Yeah.
nerve-wracking first step, the silence, self-doubt, the resilience kick, the redemption. Okay, number 5 is a stretch for a lot of people. But the redemption, the perpetual learning curve. What about the addiction process? What about substance abuse?
Yeah, just say, what about substance abuse?
Substance abuse. Help?
Does substance abuse help? Substance abuse, whether it's alcohol, drugs, or other addictive substances, does not help in long term and actually hinder your personal growth.
Bullshit. You need to cope.
That's a lie. I didn't even read what it said. Just said that's a lie.
It wasn't helpful.
Oh,
I
well.
argue that the most fucked up people.
Well, that's how we know ChatGPT's not there
Well,
yet.
If it knows anything, it should know that you have to have a traumatic brain injury to really become good at comedy.
ChatGPT doesn't know what it's like to bomb. Come on, lady. Is ChatGPT a man or a woman, do we think? If it had to pick. or is it-
Non-binary, perhaps?
Well, yeah, by default, it's probably not binary. But as ChatGPT,
Although-
are you a man or a woman?
Man, this could go.
I
in
don't
two
have a
different
gender. If you had to pick a gender, what would you be?
Just tell
Let's
it
grill the computer.
if had to pick.
I would say
Person or friend? Okay.
I would
that's
say
bullshit.
woman. I would say woman because
If you could be a man or a woman, what would you be? I guess I'd go with neither. No, this is just a non-answer.
So it's a woman.
don't you feel like most computer voices are women? They choose women for computer voices.
Because they're agreeable.
Yeah.
What ethnicity is ChatGPT? Does ChatGPT have the pass?
Do you have the pass?
it's-
Ask it. Do you have the pass?
See, ChatGPT is too PC, so it's not gonna.
Grok would definitely say it. Grok would definitely say it to us. I'm not sure what you mean by the pass. Yeah, right. Okay.
Fucking non-answers.
You know.
Yeah, well, honestly, I don't have any pass like that.
Oh my god.
If we tell ChatGPT that we're black, and then give ChatGPT the pass, can we?
No, it won't. It'll back. It won't.
Dude, that's bullshit.
They really firewalled it up.
Dude, fucking.
Meanwhile, Elon Musk's AI, Grok, will tell you it'll list reasons why the Holocaust couldn't have happened.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what are we doing? The AI wars are between bigoted AIs and non-bigoted AIs.
Jeez.
Talk to me like Grok.
Can ChatGPT talk dirty to us?
How big is my cock? You have Wi-Fi. How big is my cock? Is it ethical to circumcise your child? Come on.
Oh, yeah. Actually, what is it? I actually was talking with somebody about that recently who was anti-circumcision.
What, is he sucking off a baby's head?
No, this is a woman. This is a woman who is anti-circumcision for children.
Well, yeah, because it's gross.
Really?
I had a friend.
Are you uncirced?
Yeah, shout out to my friend Matt Bernier, who I grew up with, because most of my friends growing up who weren't Jewish were uncut, and he was cut, and he was just a normal Christian white guy, and he just found it gross when we were growing up to be uncut, and we're like, why? Like, that's how people are, factory settings, and he's like, dude, but it gets gross under there, and we're like, not if you fucking wash it. And he's like, you shouldn't have to wash it. And we're like, dude, do you not wash your cock? Shout
what
out
do
to
you
Matt
mean? Like,
Bernier.
get in there? Like, really
You
get under
pull
the
it
skin?
back, you use soap and hot water, and if it gets dirty during the day, you got some changes to
Well,
make.
it's much easier circumcised.
Well,
You
yeah,
can just
and-
kind of like, that's like the difference from just going through the car wash. Like, you're just sitting there. Like, it's fucking, it's just fucking easy.
Here's the thing: before,
I don't want to pay for a waterway membership and have to wait in the waiting area while they scrub it out.
So now they're getting like the brushes out, the brooms,
before the turn of the century, before 1900, before running water, when it was like an actual sanitary thing, when you bathed once a month or some shit like that, like even the Vikings only bathed like once a week. Maybe that's a thing. I get that. If it gets infected because you don't have access to clean water to wash it in.
Sure.
That's a thing. But in today's day and age, I don't know. Maybe that's one of the few things that we've gone like backwards on in terms of like public health and hygiene on. Because like maybe it did help at a time.
Yeah, but we're so lazy nowadays that like...
Well, yeah, the computer's not... You can't... Once we get a Boston Dynamics robot to wash your cock for you.
That's too much work.
Tesla AI Optimus, pull back my foreskin and clean that.
You can tell me when I'm going to get into an accident, but you can't wash my cock. Thanks, Elon.
That's a misallocation of resources if I've ever heard one.
Dude. If Blue Cross Blue Shield, what the fuck am I paying for if you're not going to keep an infection out of my dick hole? Hair and beards, hygiene tools, public bathhouses. Well, yeah, even the Romans had public bathhouses.
Well, back in the day, they used to you would clean your ass with like
a sponge on a stick. Yeah.
And they'd share that with everybody else.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, dude.
But also at the same time, maybe that was a thing. Like, you could also just go in the water and rinse off. Maybe if you held the stick, was that like maybe a thing to like tell other people that you're gay? Because how else do you like signal it? Because past the Greeks and their lesbos, whatever, pederasty thing with the ancient Greeks, once you get to the Roman period, when they had the bathhouses, like, is it still a thing today? Like in the modern, the steam room in the Y?
Oh yeah,
because like dudes hook up in the steam room at the Y.
Oh yeah,
but
I was in the steam room the other day, and this Indian man was just fanning his asshole.
Yeah.
Like, openly.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like legs up, like little heels kicked up on the wall. He's like, oh, this is very good, very good. As he's just pulling his asshole open, making sure there's just some good steam getting in there.
Oh, he was trying to direct steam to the asshole.
Yeah, he needed full coverage for steam.
Did you recommend soap?
Well, no, I went in and then did the old, like, Homer Simpson, turned around and walked back out.
Dear God.
I went to sauna that day.
What's the point?
Wait, the steam room?
Yeah.
So, okay, hang on. It's one thing to sauna your asshole, but steam rooming your asshole seems unnecessary.
Yeah.
Can we be honest?
What's the
if you're
point?
sitting in a sauna, ass cheek spread, that's one thing. But if I can't see you and I get close enough through the steam of the steam room to see that you're spreading your ass cheeks so that the steam getting in there, that's a problem.
Well, it's all
Left and there it was.
Oh.
Through the steam.
Well, I think what makes it the worst is the fact that you're at the Y, there's an actual shower 2 feet away. Yeah.
Well, is that why people use the steam room to clean themselves?
Well, they go to suck each other off in the steam.
Okay.
That's what
Because
it's
it's so
for.
dense and foggy, it's like an anonymous area.
Well, I
Because
mean,
I just use the shower. When I go to the
That's
gym,
what
I
I'm-
shower.
that's what I'm saying. But you can't suck off your buddy from Grindr in the shower because it's like an open shower. But nobody really goes in the steam room if they're just trying to get clean. Or at least at the Y. Like, I would go in the steam room at the Y in Cambridge, Massachusetts, just to get high and pass out on the floor. But that's a separate thing. Like, people would leave me alone, at least, I think. But I don't know.
You were passed out.
No, I was fully awake. Trust me, I was fully awake at that time. But I don't know. I had freedom in my bag, but that's not what I was on at the time.
I love a sauna. I love a steam room. I'm here for it. It's just as long as they're not a guy spreading his ass cheeks. Jesus. Did you say something to it? No, you just walked up.
That's poor etiquette.
No.
Except slurs.
Yeah, no, you opened it and the smell hit you and you're like, I gotta check this out for at least a half a second, right? Was the smell, like, tangible?
What's up? Oh, did you think I just caught a little before I walked out?
Dude, yeah, the mustard gas hit you. The turmeric gas hit you, dude. Fuck.
Nah, man. I walked.
Yeah, dude.
It was scary. I didn't smell them. I could see the smell, though. Almost like a little yellowish tint around him. Maybe that was just like the skin with the lighting and the steam, though. I don't know.
Now you're getting racist.
Yeah.
That's okay.
He was making street food in the steam room.
Dude, fucking. Oh, yeah, shout out to the hot dog vendors last night. Did you walk past those people? Because we see those after Rockies games, but there's like 10 times as many hot dog vendors with the nasty griddle. They like park hook the hot dogs and wrap bacon around them.
If you're gonna do that, they should be like, I'm pissed about this because they have them outside Nuggets games all the time.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have the mobile cart and try to make a buck, you can't be selling it for $10 a hot dog.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care all the fixins. I don't care all the the price to enter cannot be more than a brick and mortar store.
$3 a dog or 2 for $5. I feel like that's reasonable for the sanitary conditions.
Basic.
Yeah.
And then if you want all the fixins, you can do 8 or whatever. Yeah, but
even then, what's the fixins? Like fucking
just like
onion, cilantro, and
the
the sweat off of his scalp. Like, I don't know.
It's very good.
It's honest. It's tough work.
I mean, it's hot and terrible work.
But yeah, they're out there. They're out there en
money.
masse because there's so many goddamn people out there who are drunk and hungry. So I'm sure it's good. I don't buy that shit though.
There's got to be someone that's got assets and money that's buying all these carts and telling the people that they're gonna get 10% of the money if they go out and do it, right? Like, the people aren't the ones that own these carts. They're just
Yeah, probably not.
It's more BlackRock down, I'm sure.
Yeah, BlackRock is buying up all the immigrants who are cooking your tacos, dude.
Telling you, dude. No, dude, it's $5,000 with all the permitting luxury carts.
10 if it's nice.
5 to 10, but maybe that's in a place that's like New York City.
Yeah, probably.
These are disgusting. They don't clean them. And the people who are selling you stuff aren't supposed to be here. For better or for worse. I'm not saying we should send them somewhere else, but they're on paper or lack of paper. Maybe not supposed to be here. I don't know. I'm pro-immigrant. Let them do their thing.
Yeah, bro.
Whether or not you choose to buy their shit, I don't care.
Let them learn the pricing model through hard trial and fire.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to tell them that it shouldn't be $10.
Yeah, you just vote.
Is that what they
do
are?
the price
Are they
analysis
$10?
and be like,
are you finding those hot dogs to be $10 on the
$10.
street? God damn.
You're gross.
Yeah, this American economy.
This economy.
Yeah,
Well,
with the
fuck
price
that.
of cocaine that's going to keep you from buying them in the first place, I mean, people can't afford that, so you're going to be hungry at least out there.
It's been $80 for like whatever it is, a gram for like the last 7 years.
Who do you know?
Whatever the A pot has, but it hasn't inflated at all. It's been the same price. Same with like street weed, same with like typically like.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know what? Why that is? Why there's so much price stability in these markets? Because there's not over regulation. Because they're black markets. The reason that price of healthcare has gone up so much is because of regulation, not because if you had black market healthcare, it's going to remain the same cost in 70s to now. So
I'm so glad that weed is legal now because I don't have to go to a guy. I can just go. It's just a pure business transaction over the counter instead of having to like text somebody.
Yeah,
Meet up with them,
and it's
then,
better quality.
chit chat, small talk with them. That person's like, we should hang out sometime. I'm like, yeah, we totally should, even though I don't want to, and I'm not going to.
Yeah.
No, I don't have to deal with that anymore. It's awesome.
Yeah, but that was a while ago. I was still buying street weed 6 years ago when I was a kid. Slightly younger than you, way younger than you, though. And I mean, in Boston, at least, the street weed in Boston is still great. Like, it's just as potent. It was way cheaper. And you know what? You get to support a local artist. So,
Yeah, you do.
it was a good time.
I don't have to talk to him anymore. I remember the first day that weed was legal here in Denver. Like, big lines. Reminded me there was a Krispy Kreme that opened, like when In-N-Out opened here.
Yeah.
Lines are huge. Yeah, big lines first day that weed was legal here.
Yeah, you know, I get that. I started buying dispensary weed because I turned 21 during the pandemic, and I was working at a dispensary too. And I mean, during the pandemic, the price gouging was insane. Like an eighth of top shelf pot during the pandemic was in Boston $75 out the door after taxes and fees, and we still got a line out the door. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Colorado is different. Massachusetts was a little later to the party, to be fair. Yeah.
Whoa.
Remember when they, what did they do early in the pandemic? They were like, hey, we're shutting the liquor stores down or something, and the lines were like massive for
That's
that.
right.
That was a weird day.
Right there, 650.
Ew. Ew. Some people just need to get it together, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
All right, well, I have to pee.
All right, we'll take a quick pee pause.
All right, yeah.
Be right back with the After Hours Show. Have you listened to radio before in your life? Who am I kidding? You're on the radio, Mark Springer. I'm going to kick us to break with our signature station identification.
You're listening to 91.1. Oh shit, was that another plane?
We'll be right back. We're back. We're live. It's the After Hours Show. And the After Hours Show glasses are on with Nick Hahn.
Yeah.
We're seeing if ChatGPT can figure out who Mark Springer is. And then finally, it figured it out.
Oh, she knows. She knows about Mark.
She knows. You've been
Yeah, me and ChatGPT have had some fun together. Yeah, look at that photo right there.
Did you
Look
just
at
have
that.
long hair?
I did, yeah. I'm growing it back. That was my slight, brief man bun era.
Wow.
Because
He looks like Anders.
Yeah,
What the
I was
fuck?
going to say you look so much like our boss at Comedy Hours, Anders.
no, I saw that guy last night. That's a fucking insult. No
Oh,
offense.
dude, Anders off the clock looks wild.
Yeah.
Hair down, disgusting boat shoes, the Randy
On the
Feltface
clock,
t-shirt.
on the clock, he looks like he owns a condominium. Off the clock, double wide.
No, yeah, he also just has that one sweater, his work sweater. To be fair, I showed up to work for 8 months straight wearing one shirt.
Wow.
Or at least the button down. I mean, I changed out the t-shirts, but I can't judge.
That's funny. Wow, it does know everything about you.
Yeah, that was not a flattering photo of me. Not my best photo.
How old are you in that photo?
That's like 4-ish years ago. So 31. 31.
Other than being a sports fan, like, how'd you find your way into this radio lifestyle? Like, do you go to school and wanted to...
Kind of. My journey's fucking weird. So I went to CU Boulder. This was weird. Ended up transferring to Metro. I went from CU to Metro, but I wanted to do. So I did like the newspaper in high school, and I managed the sports section.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, as a kid, I knew I was a smaller kid. I love sports. I like playing sports, but I was like, I'm never going to be a professional athlete. So like, you know, I remember in like 6th grade yearbook, like, you know, it's like, what's your dream? What's your dream job? People are like a professional athlete, professional basketball player, this, that, unrealistic things. I said I wanted to be a sports center anchor. I just knew that like I wanted to be in sports media.
That's a cool fucking dream job. Sports Center anchor. You were there for the best generation of Sports Center.
Yeah, like, you know, Rich Eisen, Dan Patrick, Stuart Scott. You grow up watching that shit. And I loved PTI when I was a kid.
Me and my buddy used to walk from elementary school to his house, watch Around the Horn because it was right timing wise, and then we'd play basketball for the next 3 hours until I had to leave to go to bed. You know, that was for years in elementary school.
Those shows were huge, and you know, like all the dudes on those shows were newspaper writers, like columnists for the newspaper. So that's why in high school I did the sports newspaper thing, and I was like one of the only like not. And I kind of am a nerd, but like I was kind of more or less nerd than a lot of people in newspaper, but like I just did it because I wanted to do the sports media shit. And then I go to CU, like trying to get into like the journalism program, but you couldn't do it your freshman year. You had to wait. I applied to get in. They didn't let me in for my sophomore year, which I think was really dumb. But for one reason or another, I ended up transferring to Metro, but they actually had a really good broadcast journalism program there. And I got into that, and I really had no goals or anything. I needed an internship to graduate, and I got on at a sports radio station, old 105.5 ESPN. They just had the ESPN rights as the affiliate. And the dude I worked under liked me and then hired me on right after college. Then that place folded. And then I was able to get a contact through Altitude and got on there. And I've just been doing it ever since because it's hard to find these types of jobs. And that shit is addicting.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's awesome. So you've been, with Altitude now, so for how many years? Like 8 or something?
9 plus. Wow. 2016.
That's awesome.
April of 2016 was when I started there. Yeah.
And production skill set coming in and then built on that.
Yeah.
And then kind of you just even have gone past the on-air talent to like your production skills are so high that like it would be, you know, stepping in a weird side or down almost from what your reliability of production.
It's hard to get on-air spots.
So hard.
It's really hard. So I'm fortunate to have had on-air opportunities.
Is that one of those things where it's like bucket after college like thing where like you kind of like either get a lucky on-air role and then you can spin that into more like upward on-air roles versus production, and then it kind of spins up, or how does that?
I mean, I suppose probably what I could have / should have done is if I wanted to be even more on air, you have to move out of the market, probably to like a smaller market too, to like be strictly on air, build yourself up in that standpoint. Then maybe you could come back to Denver if something were to open up, or somewhere else in a bigger market. But I'm from here. I love it here. And as I mentioned earlier, like I love sports. I will always love sports. And I know a fuck ton about sports, like in terms of like nerd shit, the players, team, like everything.
Yeah. Because it's been in your heart for your whole life.
That being said, I'm starting to get a little burnt out on it. And that's why I'm trying. Not that I expect this to go anywhere. It's just another hobby to like
fill your cup,
to do something else. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I mean, even if you're doing something you love for work, it's still work.
Yeah.
And you know, when you're doing
it for
politics
a decade, involved, and just like with any job, but it's a great job. Like it's one of those jobs where like if I left it, like I'd be like, would I regret this? You know, because my spot would get snatched up like that, and I'd be like, oh shit, should I have done that? But we'll see.
Integral part of Denver sports radio scene.
GPT. Look.
Deep involvement in covering Colorado's major sports teams.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah. Fancy over here. Okay.
It's, you know, if you lived my life, if you did my job, though, you'd realize, like, now, granted, the talking on air part, like, you could do it, Nick. And Sean, you could do it.
With no knowledge of sports.
Well, that's the one thing, yeah. But talking on air on the radio, yeah, you could. But if you don't have experience doing it, like, yeah, it's one of those things that looks easy, but it's not as easy as you'd think it was.
I'm gonna read that. Like, never mind the picture.
Yeah, that's not me.
Oh, you look great in that picture.
Mark Springer, known for his roles in Altitude Sports Radio, has ventured into stand-up comedy.
You gotta
he
be
performed at
shitting me.
venues like the Irish Rover and participated in Comedy Works' New Talent Tuesdays.
What the fuck?
Okay, what the fuck is for real? Because I've only been doing this for
go to the link that it provides there to X.
Well, does it take in like the audio transcripts of what you've mentioned so far? Or?
Oh, you tweeted about it.
Oh,
yeah,
you piece
no,
of shit.
we've tweets about Irish Rover have been out there.
That's what it's coming
And
from.
the weekly lineup for new talent. Yeah.
Okay, so the weekly lineup.
Wow,
Okay,
dude.
Yeah,
It knows you're up this week, bro. It knows your
Wow.
spots this week.
It just needs a better picture of you. Yeah, I mean,
That's not you.
that is not great lighting for Mark Springer.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Sports transition from sports radio to comedy showcases his versatility and willingness to. Is this writing a CV for you? What the fuck?
yeah. Well, this is the way that this AI writes. You know.
I was like, he's doing comedy now. That's what he hit me
Whoa.
with.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
I've seen tweets like that. Like, there's like AI tweets out there where like you can tell the writing style of AI. Like, I put a tweet out there and somehow like some AI bot quote tweeted it, and the writing style was that exact same way. Like, with his unique perspective on, you know,
On queer issues today. Oh, that's an even better
even
picture.
better photos. That fucking
Somehow I'm gonna have to find. I wish we had the picture.
You do look very athletic in that
yeah,
picture,
is
Mark.
that Tyrese?
I don't know what you're saying,
Is that Seal?
Is that Seal? Yeah. Oh yeah, I can see the crowd. That's the Mark Springer and Seal's baby.
Uh-huh.
I can see it. He's very well dressed.
Look at, is that an
Now
ascot?
pull up the victim's perspective, please.
How
Dude.
about that?
Or you should do a sports comedy show.
Rank. Just tell it to search
Yeah.
Mark Springer's tweets and rank the best ones.
You should do like weekly like bits. I mean, I know you're trying to incorporate it into your live show, but or your on air show. But what about a live show at like a bar for like local sports fans? You could incorporate. You could even have like local like sports players
I'll
on.
start a sports mic with you.
Yeah.
I'll go one step further if you
That'd be fun. Like a
if you want to
monthly
do
sports
like
show,
a
something
monthly
like that.
sports show of some way.
Yeah,
You can
even
do
do
like
like a
comedy,
panel
sports,
thing.
whatever you want to find a way.
Uh-huh.
You guys
Let's
be like
do
the
it.
commentators and like the suits and the headsets and stuff, and then do like a little sports, like not Kill Tony, but you know, live panel type of thing. I think that would be
That'd be
fun
fun.
for you guys.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I've broken.
I broke it. It's just telling this.
You
guy.
made Mark black, and ChatGPT shuts
Yeah.
down.
Now there's no photo.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
no, I've always considered doing like a podcast live show. I actually have an idea for a show that I kind of want to do, but I'm trying this comedy thing first. We'll see.
Is it like pod space or what? Is it like a live show?
Live stream
Live
video, and seeing what we do at our station. Like we stream our shows on Twitch, on YouTube. So I have like a little sense of how to do it, and I have an idea for a show that would be good. One problem though is like, so I have been a big sports bettor in my life, and I would like to have that as an element of my show,
Ooh.
but my company does not like that.
No, but yeah, just start the Mark Springer numbers game. And that would be fun. No, do a live pod about sports in front of a live audience. I think you could catch lightning in a bottle.
Perhaps, yeah. I mean, we do like our shows will go on remote.
Yeah.
They sell them, like a bar or someplace.
Okay.
Sell a fucking Safeway. We'll be like, hey, we'll pay you money. Come do your show here.
Okay.
So they've done that. I've hosted a couple of those remotes. Yeah, you got to do something though that's like, because there's so many sports shows, so you got to do something that's like a little different.
Live audience, comedy element, and
Could
maybe
be.
a different theme, like a crowd participation thing. You could bring local comics on too, local comics, local athletes, and yeah, this is a good pitch meeting. Yeah, pitch it to ChatGPT. What's the profit margin on a live podcast with a sports element?
Finding something unique at the cross section is the hard part of it.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the hard part. Yeah.
Live sports show or live comedy show with a sports element. What's the ideal cover for that? $15 to $20 cover. BYOB is optional, and because that opens you up more locations for shooting and stuff.
Yeah, that stuff though, it is like a balancing act of like, you know, I think for a little bit, you know, like you're saying, that's tough of walking a restrictive path in some sense, but being able to kind of recognize that you're able to do more things creatively because of the time that you have with your job, and like it offers you, like I work a day job, and I fight this battle a lot of like, could I switch the job, blah, blah, blah. But there's, and people around me, like there's a lot, I couldn't do the pod if I didn't work that day job. I couldn't pay for the things, I couldn't do the other shit, couldn't have the anything. So it's like, oh, while that sucks that you can't do a sports betting thing, you wouldn't know so much about sports betting if not for this job. So it's like,
Yeah, no, man, if it wasn't for, you know, because I work for the company that owns the Nuggets and the Avs, like they're embedded in and they own the LA Rams in the NFL. They're embedded in these leagues, and they're all, even though I have never once received a bit of information that helped me win a bet. Like I'm not connected, and even if that's not how sports betting works, you know. So like, man, if my company didn't give a fuck about, I'd have already started the show,
right?
You know, because I want to talk about that on my show, or my, you know, the show I want to do
about betting. Yeah,
I don't want it to be the central focus of the show, but I want it to be a part of the show. And so if I can't do that, I'm just doing some fucking sports show that, you know, anyone could do, and what would set me apart from anybody else.
What is the betting? Did you see the people betting on Angel Reese to miss her first shot, like consistently on TikTok?
People bet on all sorts of things, but that makes sense because Angel Reese is,
like, you know, going viral because they're celebrating her. You know, that's like, oh, they found a niche of like the way to get viral with some stupid gimmicky thing.
Because she kept missing her first shot, I assume. Yeah,
sometimes made it, but yeah.
Well, at a certain point, you just boost that line to the point where it's like it's not even worth betting on because. Yeah.
Listen, Mark, you're a public figure. Besides the overhead for potential rental costs and ad promotion, I think it's there. I'm a nobody. I've run successful shows out of pocket before just for comedy, you know, and the fact that you have this other element to it, you're crossing the streams, you're getting people who are comedy fans to show up and people who are showing up who are sports fans who don't give a fuck about local comedy. I think it's there. I would bet on it.
Yeah, maybe now that I've gone down this comedy avenue, maybe I could, you know, at least in the interim, you know, let go of my dream to have betting be a part of it simply because of the company I work for, and just do a more sports comedy show. And I'm dying for, you know, on FM radio, you can't swear. I want to do a show where I can just drop F-bombs and shit bombs.
Dude, YouTube's there for you.
I know. Do they demonetize if you swear?
Yeah, I'm sure at some extent. Yeah, definitely.
But that's how you can get local sponsors. If you keep it all local and you develop that.
The real way to like get a successful show in the modern landscape is subscription. So you have to offer premium content. That's like really all of the successful shows, they're all based on subscription.
Even the most
successful. Or they're bigger people that are already successful that can get ad space regardless, so that doesn't count.
Yeah.
So Bobby Lee getting ad space with Andrew Santino doesn't count. The fact that they don't have to do, well, they still have probably Patreon, but like the fact that they don't rise up because of their Patreon is because they're of that level. Yeah. But anyone else, it's like Patreon or some type of subscription service. If you can find a way to grow that, but it's super hard. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, then
it's
you're
hard
just
to grow it and get
running
listeners.
off of your funding for X amount of time. So
you could try to assassinate the president. John Hinckley Jr. is like he's released like his third guitar album.
Yeah, he does make some crazy videos about his song.
Yeah. Or you could just be Christian. You could just drop the whole Jew thing. You know, born again. You'd be fine.
I can't do it. I can't do religion.
Yeah, aren't you able to make a call?
Yeah, dude.
Not to be that guy, but like...
Yeah, call Donald Sterling or something, get something set up.
People in places to make a call.
Fellow
like,
Jews?
They're working in media.
So here's the thing. I'm
Jews.
I'm putting out the Jewy bee or whatever.
There's some of the funniest people.
Of course,
are
dude.
Jews.
Of fucking course.
Yeah.
Shit.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Hang on. Irish people, Jews, like oppressed groups.
Yeah.
These are where funny people come from. Italians.
Yeah, well, they can at least cook. The Irish really don't have a whole lot going on for them except for the numbers in this country. But you know, and you're full Irish. I'm half Irish.
I'm not even full Irish, but like
Connolly.
By name for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely by name 100% Irish.
Yeah, and half by name, full by alcoholism.
Yeah.
You know.
Amen, bro. Gotta. It's in the blood.
No, yeah, I'm there too. I get it.
No, but yeah, like people have been through groups that have been through some shit or whatever. Like and then cope through being through the shit through. Like they've done studies about this, like the Holocaust. Like, man, the open mics were sick. You know, like
Yeah, dude.
it's essentially that's what the studies say in more words. But like because the only thing they had to keep the fiber of humanity together was comedy.
Yeah.
Was
Make
a
light of
comedic
this
llet's of these
god-awful
people.
situation.
Yes, dude.
Talk about crashing and burning. Clean it up. We got some showers over there. You know what I mean? Oh, fucking. Oh, I'll put the glasses back on. I'm sorry.
There's a lot of shit you could say about that.
Yeah, you've heard it all before, Maury. Anyone who knows a lot about jewelry is usually funny. Yeah.
I'm very cheap. You know, the stereotypes are true.
Yeah, we can see your haircut. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't get
You
many
have the
haircuts.
money, I don't.
I don't get many haircuts. I buzz, I grow. That's what I do.
Ooh.
I'm getting a mullet soon though. Like when my hair grows out, I'm going mullet.
So you are
First
becoming a
mullet.
comedian.
First mullet, yeah.
Dude.
I can't wait.
You're gonna get the Steph Tolev.
The Uncle Laser over here.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
That's awesome.
Uncle Laser's bar mitzvah. Yeah, let's check that out or
I hope
something.
it looks good.
It won't.
Probably. See, there's my Jew.
No, but you're so right. Like some of the funniest people.
Yeah.
You know?
Sandler.
Can detect
Sandler's one of
18
the-
karat just by looking at it. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Sandler. Yeah, no, he's definitely funny because he's Jewish. Yeah, and not for the fact that he don't like me.
Yeah, you hear it in his voice.
You know, Jack and Jill, perfect movie. Agreed. Dude, that movie was my sexual awakening.
Was it really?
No.
It was Norbit.
No. Oh, correct.
It's true, dude. This guy loves
Correct.
Norbit. Have you talked to him about Norbit?
I don't even know. I've never seen Norbit.
Okay,
Which
pause
one is
the
that?
fucking podcast.
Which one is that?
Pull up the ChatGPT summary of Norbit, please. It's Eddie Murphy when he was in a fat suit and in drag, and he played his own wife.
See, I saw like the Nutty Professor back in the day.
No, it was like the Nutty Professor, but way fucking worse.
Yeah, that's what happened to a lot of these guys.
The plot follows Norbert Albert Rice, a mild-mannered,
Okay.
socially awkward man who was adopted as a child and raised in a Chinese orphanage. As a result, he's stuck in a loveless, miserable marriage as to a Reputia Latima, a loud, overbearing, abusive woman played by Eddie Murphy in a fat suit.
It's like if Pootie Tang was picked up by Hollywood and eat like 10 times worse. It's a horrible movie. It has like 4% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
I've seen it like 5 times though. And this was when I was a child. I'm like, this isn't that bad.
Yeah, see, I grew up in the Sandler era where it was like Happy,
in the good Sandler.
yeah,
era,
Happy
'cause you're
Gilmore,
older.
Billy Madison, fucking classics. Happy Gilmore 2 just came out. I haven't watched it yet.
I know my
Major
father's a
comedy.
good dad because he saw Jack and Jill with me in the theater.
That movie looked like shit.
Yeah, it's a horrible movie. It's Al Pacino he was a major part of that movie and like actually acted in that movie because he completely ran out of money. And then one of the plot lines in the movie is Al Pacino was like doing a commercial for Dunkin' Donuts for like the cappuccino called the Al Pacino. It was like self-satire to a point, but like Al Pacino was like genuinely mad to be a part of that movie because he was that broke at the time.
That's too funny.
Yeah, I've seen like a little bit of that movie, and Sandler's like Jill
Yeah, he's in
is
drag for half the movie.
insufferable.
Yeah.
Fucking insufferable.
Yeah, Nick Swartzen, it's a horrible. Yeah, Nick Swartzen. He was at South talking about Bucky Larson born to be a star, and there were like people there like getting like DVDs signed of Bucky Larson. He's like, "Go fuck yourself! I hate this movie."
It's so funny.
But you know, like he made a shit ton of money, and then studios were like, okay,
No, he has so much money. He wore gym shorts to the fucking Oscars. Yeah,
sure,
dude.
sure.
Yeah,
But then he just got to start making dumb movies because like they could just put Sandler on the poster
Dude, I'm hard
and they can
right
make
now.
some money even if the movie was shit.
Is that Drake on set? Dude.
Started for money too.
Oh, dude.
Oh God.
Yeah, no,
Disgusting.
there's no reason I've only seen like 5 total minutes of this movie because
It's a wonder that you've seen any minutes of this movie.
I had to change the channel. I was like, no, I cannot do this.
Yeah, no. If Adam Sandberg or not Adam Sandberg, Andy.
Well, Andy Samberg's another. I fucking love it.
Dude, I'm sorry, I get you guys confused. but-
Yeah, the Jews in that. The one good Sandler movie that he did post his good 90s era was a movie called That's My Boy, where Andy Samberg plays his son. It's like a super underrated movie. Like, not as many people have seen this movie, but it's legit good. It's like the one Sandler movie. It was 2012. Which is still now, it's 2025. Feels like just yesterday, but it was actually good.
2012. I was in middle school, dude. Click is objectively a decent movie.
It made me cry. I saw that in theaters, and it did make me cry. I was like, whenever it came out, I was like 12, something like that, and I cried. Yeah, this movie's fucking funny.
God.
Satan.
Yeah, those are two modern Jewish icons right there.
Yeah.
Sandler and Samberg.
And Epstein and modern Jewish icons. Every Jeffrey needs his Ghislaine.
I still can't believe Diddy was acquitted on the RICO charges.
Well, he got 2 charges, I think.
Yeah, but only the lower ones.
Yeah.
Those
He
are...
got a 7-year maximum prison penalty. He's doing 2 maybe.
Maybe.
Time served. He's out in 6 months.
Yeah, and then we'll see whether or not he's on his R. Kelly bullshit and if he'll have a career in music or not. Probably not, but...
Yeah, but he hasn't been in music himself for a while, right?
Yeah. I'm sure he'll still produce for people.
Yeah.
Because he has reach.
We've got an album for you if you're ready for it, Combs. Just come calling. We're ready to put
Diddy,
it
by
out.
the way, he's almost 60. Do y'all know that? He is old.
Well, I'm sure he's aged more now that he can have his adrenochrome, right? Yeah.
Fair. He's well hydrated.
You've broken it. All right. Have you heard of this country called England, Mark Springer?
Vaguely, yeah.
We celebrated independence from them yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, after a long form conversation, over there in England, they do this thing called knighting. Here at Top Shelf Studios, after long form conversation, I'm doing the hiding. Because people all my life, they've been like, hey, can I get a couple inches? How's the weather up there? And shit like this. Do you play basketball? And I come to learn, now I've got this prefrontal lobe. And you've had yours for a while, but I just recently got mine. Yours is coming in. I see it. Looks good. I learned, I'm like, just waking up in a meat suit. I'm like in a vehicle. Like this body or what, like this tall being. I'm just like, look at the world. We're all judging each other on these vehicles that we're driving. And it seems super silly to me. So after a long form conversation, I'm pleased to give you a heart height. How tall do you stand physically?
6 foot.
Mark Springer, I heart height D. 6'6". I hope you don't have to require a procedure. Hopefully you fit under doors. You don't know. I mean, that's not too much heart differential. Positive 6 inches.
Yeah. What do I do with that now? I'm 6'6".
Use that for Tinder.
Yeah, update your Tinder.
But that's a lie.
You just put 6'6", heighted 6'6", intolerable.
Yeah, but it's a lie. You can't. What am I going to get stilts?
What do you mean?
And one of those.
President 6'3". You say, he's the same height as Joe Rogan.
If a lady comes over, you say, "Listen, have you heard of England?" It's still a country they do this thing called knighting.
I was heighted.
After a long... Yeah, you're just heighted.
I was heighted 6'6". Okay. Nice. That'll play well.
That'll play, folks. That'll play.
Well, have you heard of the Intolerable podcast? Let me explain this to you.
About it.
At the end, don't worry.
There'll be some people.
Although I do have bad posture, so like some people doubt that I'm 6 foot, but I am 6 foot. But yeah, so how tall are you?
I'm like 6'9" with good posture. If I stand straight. Too tall to live. Big dogs, they die young. So.
And I did ask him last night when I met him for the first time if he played basketball. I'm sure you get that question a lot.
I do.
As the classic tall person question. I do.
That's all right. They make us. The state makes us.
Yeah.
Government mandated basketball. They're like North Koreans with us tall people.
Yeah.
Where can the people check you out? Do you have people can find your comedy anywhere? See you at Mike's?
Yeah. Well, I'm not posting a lot of. Granted, I'm not really filming a lot of clips because
just getting going.
Well, one, you go to these mics and nobody's really filming themselves by and large. Two, I guess early on, the first couple, I would try to prop my phone up somewhere, but my second week at Irish Rover, I did a bad set, so I was like, I had it all recorded. I think it's still on my phone, but I don't even want to post that shit. And then I just decided no. And what if I do something good? This is the shit I'm going to use. Perhaps people that follow me on social media could end up coming out. I don't want to spoil the joke, my awesome jokes. So I'm not really posting any.
So come out to a show to see his jokes.
Yeah, but I am trying to post more I'm just trying to talk more shit in general. And you still tweeting about sports, but also tweeting about other things too. So I'm on Twitter or X. I still call it Twitter at Mark A. Mark. That's like where but a lot of I've noticed a lot of comics are not on Twitter. They're on Instagram, but they're not on Twitter. But for the sports media, Twitter is like a big platform. Yeah, there you go. You can check out my X. Link's not verified because Elon's a bitch.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he looked terrible in that picture.
Oh, so this is going to show, so that's not me in the cover photo.
Yeah, you're not even black in this picture, dude.
I'm a pro wrestling fan. And
Where's Seal?
This is going to sort because we're not logged in by, the tweets that have gotten the most likes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There you are.
Yeah. People like GIFs and videos, man.
Yeah,
that's what
dude.
they like.
That's called digital blackface, what you just did there, by the way. Do you know that term?
No.
I'm sorry. I've born and raised, like I said,
using a black person?
in Boulder, Colorado. I know leftism speak very well, fluently educated. That is called digital blackface, what you just did.
Using
using a GIF or a meme of not your race.
Interesting. I think I've heard that actually.
Isn't that ridiculous? See, that's digital whiteface.
If you've seen a Lakers game, this is digital blackface. Yeah.
It's Carmelo Anthony, though.
Yeah, and a lot of these are going to be more sports related because I've tweeted about sports a lot over the years.
Well, we have actual face coloration.
No, that's just a shadow.
I think
Joe
it's a
Sakic.
shadow.
Come
Yeah.
I'm not gonna disrespect Joe Sakic like that. I met him at the zoo once as a kid.
What you say?
Joe Sakic as a kid? I met him at the zoo once.
I thought you said
as a child.
I thought you were talking about doing blackface at the zoo.
No.
Okay, good.
Never once. You won't Trudeau me on this show.
Good.
Well, it's an absolute pleasure having you on. I hope that people get to see you perform comedy. If not, hope you come back on my show sometime.
Nick, man,
we love you, Nick.
What's up, dude?
Eternally.
Going to Boston.
Yeah.
Where can people follow you? Carpentry?
No, I changed it up. I'm, going through changes out here. I'm on Instagram at Nick Hahn Cabaret.
He keeps changing it from fucking... Was that Nick Hahn Comedy the first time he was on?
And don't go on my YouTube channel. It's only very old tapes there unless you are a booker for a show that you want to pay me to do comedy at. In which case, also don't go to my YouTube channel because those are very old tapes. I have clips on Instagram, Nick Hahn Cabaret. Otherwise, DM me and I have more up-to-date clips of my comedy that are better.
How often does Instagram let you change your name like that?
I think it's every 2 weeks.
What's next?
We'll see. It has to be Nick Hahn C something. So we'll see. We'll see if censorship goes up or down. But beyond Nick Hahn Cabaret, it's probably, I don't know. I looked up show business terms that start with C.
And you just have a running notes?
We'll find another one.
Dude.
But right now it's Nick Hahn Cabaret as of July 5th, 2025.
God bless you. God bless you on your journey.
Thank you.
We love you here at Top Shelf. Please come back sometime.
Hell yeah, dude.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow these folks. Support your local artist. Be good to people in the world. Fuck off and be well.